My non-linear career has essentially followed a pathway that I think is fairly standard for a lot of mid-career professionals. I started off in investment banking, working for Goldman Sachs and Citi, both here in London and New York, before making the transition into executive search. I think at that point, I'd realized that I wanted to use my communication skills. I wanted to still continue to work in the finance slash technology world. And, perhaps I wanted an environment that was a little bit less formal. My executive search career was fantastic. It took me to New York to set up an office, to Chicago to set up a team. I worked with some of the world's most well-known investment banks, hedge funds, proprietary trading firms, and technology companies, and also got to build teams in-house. So I learned a lot. The next phase of my career was to come back to London and move in-house to a hedge fund. So I led talent acquisition globally for a systematic trading fund. And so that meant building an in-house recruiting team and function, as well as, sort of spearheading the build out of international offices in Singapore and New York. What was fantastic about that season in my career was working closely with founders, with CEO, with execs, being in the room where decisions are being made and translating their vision for talent into reality. So that was fantastic. But after a number of years of doing that, I realized that what I wanted to do was to run my own company. I wanted significantly more flexibility. And I knew that with over 20 years of experience, I'd built up a sufficient experience, more than sufficient experience to be able to advise other companies who were looking to build that talent. Talent is one of the hardest things to build out for any company, but especially in the technology and hedge fund world. And so I'm currently on that phase of my career and navigating what it means to be location independent, what it means to build an advisory and search practice, and what it means to utilize my experience to benefit companies globally in my specific niche. And I share that to say that for a lot of the people that I come across, in the hedge fund world or who are in mid-career, a lot of the conversations that we have, a lot of the tool set that I share with people is informed both by my experience as an operator in this space, but also as an individual, also kind of navigating some of these changes and going through the same emotions and feelings and concerns and fears that others go through as well. So, it's a lot of it is from lived experience as well as it being from an insider's practitioner standpoint of really kind of understanding how the markets operate and understanding what people need to do to be able to optimize their position and move in the direction that they want to. So if you're somebody that finds yourself at a crossroad and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I think I want to do things differently. Maybe I want to continue to do the work I do, but on my own terms. Or, you know what, I've had a good run. I've done the work I've been doing for the past 5, 10, 15 years. I want to do something completely different or something peripheral to what I've been doing so far. Whatever your decision is, I want you to know that it is possible for you to be able to make that transition. You just have to apply a bit of strategy, apply a bit of foresight, and begin working on it significantly earlier than when you feel ready to actually pull the trigger. I'm an advocate for definitely building the runway. For your next chapter before you enter that chapter. So, because it means that you're able to make that move feeling confident, feeling reassured, knowing that you're backing yourself, knowing that you've done everything you can to prepare yourself. And I don't necessarily mean that you have to go back to university or get a new degree, etc. Sometimes it's necessary, but in many cases it's not necessary, especially in this day and age and the way that information has been disseminated across the internet. So yeah, that's some of the stuff that I do with people is just to help people understand that actually you have a lot of tools in your toolbox already. You have a lot already at your disposal. You just need time to put all of those pieces together and grow in the confidence and mindset that you need to in order to make the transition. So I hope sharing my journey has helped. to show that I've also been going through some of these, challenges myself in kind of pivoting mid-career. And if you have any questions or any thoughts, or if you have your own stories about how you successfully made the transition or any struggles that you're currently having, then please feel free to share in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.